I should be getting to the end of the tunnel. Rock Tunnel admittedly is not that long, especially not compared to Mount Moon or like... I think there's like 2 or 3 other caves in the game. It's not that long comparatively to those. But the thing that just makes it annoying is like you have to teach a Pokemon Flash, which I've already, you know, I've kind of handled that situation without having to do it. Your brick is eating good tonight. I don't really feel too bad about that though, because it's just kind of like, you know, I believe I said it on one of the last episodes, but my least favorite terrain in Pokemon is water, and it's quickly followed by caves, and it's basically because like of like this little bastard here. Like, you know, in the water you're gonna get caught dealing with a lot of like Tentacool or Tentacruels, and like in caves you're gonna be stuck dealing with a lot of Zubat, and like Golbat's pretty decent, but Zubat really sucks in this game, and like the fact that you have to deal with like 5 million of them just to walk 2 steps is kind of annoying. Starting to run out of Bubble Beam, but I haven't played this area in a while, but I'm pretty sure the next floor is the last one, so I'm not too worried about it. But there are like 3 or 4 hikers just outside of the cave. Gotta be careful with Gravelers, Golems, high-level Geodudes, high-level Voltorbs, and Electrodes. You gotta be careful with those because like they'll just blow up, and that's really annoying. It's not so much of a big deal if the Pokemon you throw out there survives explosion, whether it be Explode or Explosion, because those are two different moves. I'm pretty sure Explosion does more damage than Explode. If the Pokemon survives, you still get the experience, but if it gets knocked out, nobody gets experience, so that's kind of annoying. And I always kind of felt like those moves were kind of like mean-spirited. Just simply because like I kind of felt like, you know, it was mean-spirited because in competitive play, I feel like it was only really made for competitive play, so that like a player could like last minute like, oh, I'm about to win and I'm just gonna blow up this Pokemon so that I can like win. I might change out your brick to deal with this like trainer here. Let's just take a gamble and put like Sizzler out front. Is there anything up there? No. Hikers leave twigs as trail markers. It's not a bad idea, but like, you know, there are probably better ways to go about it. Cut. The only reason I say that is because it's kind of like, unless they like, you know, I guess take the twig and stick it in the ground or something like that, like it might not be super obvious if there's a bunch of branches and stuff laying on the ground. I know there's like a technique where it's like you go to the hardware store and you get those like orange trail marker, like, you know, flags, whether they're like the little flags or they're like the where you tie them on, like, and just tie them or put them down and then like make sure you just retrieve them on your way back out. That's probably better. Then you have to carry those, but if you have the little like neon orange flags, like, it's not that hard to carry those because they don't weigh much of anything. We'll just throw V-Jolt out there. So like, you know, they weigh like less than like, I think they weigh about like 2 ounces or less, so carrying a bunch of those flags is not really a big deal. You know, I mean, you got to take up space, but it's kind of like every so often you plant a flag down and then every so often you pick it back up on your way back out. That's not really that big of a deal. Of course, I'm thinking about this from the perspective of like if you're in the woods. Like if you were on like a flat terrain, like a mountain or something like that, or flat terrain mountain, but you know what I mean, like a plains, and then or going up a mountain trail, like, and it's not densely wooded, like it's not as, you can still get lost, but it's not as like, okay, so this was just a dead end. You can still get lost, but it's not as like as easy as like a heavily dense wooded area. Like everything looks the same in the woods or the jungle, and it's very easy to get like turned around. Of course, I've never been to a jungle, admittedly, but I have been in some pretty dense woods, and everything, if you don't have like a good marker or like a good trail, it is very easy to get turned around and like, you know, get stuck out there, and that's not great. There we go with the self-destruct. Luckily, your brick is like tanky and handle it. Of course, your brick is getting like really high leveled. I'm getting kind of like, you know, concerned about that. So there's a probably well-known Pokemon theory about Clefable and Gengar. And when you really think about it, like Gengar and Clefable look, their silhouettes are like almost identical. And the hypothesis is that like Gengar is the ghost Pokemon of Clefable. So it's kind of like, you know, like Gengar looks like a Clefable because like, you know, they're supposed to be like that. But if I remember correctly, Clefairy and Clefable are like, Clefairy and Clefable are supposed to be like alien Pokemon, like from space. So I don't know exactly how that works out. And I don't think it's really meant to be like thought about too much like that, because it's like, well then, is Ghastly like a Voltorb? If Ghastly is a Voltorb, then what is Haunter? And then like, why aren't there like more ghost type Pokemon that look like, you know, the living counterpart? But I know there's like some entries like for Yamask. Yamask is like supposed to be like the ghost of like people, and like the mask it carries around, where everybody else looks at it and it's just kind of like, oh, it's just like, you know, a regular mask. Like that Pokemon can actually see its previous face. So that's kind of crazy. Like also, I just noticed that like this video is running pretty long, but like I feel like I'm so close to the end of this cave, I don't want to like just end it here, so I might just, it might just be a extra long episode. I hope you don't mind that. But like I said, I just want to go ahead and get through the cave. And it's like really rare to have the videos go this long. But this should be the final floor. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw your brick out there and just hope that like he can handle everything. Don't try to do anything funny in the dark. Well, I mean, I guess I couldn't make any funny faces then. Alright, you brick. Throw it around. This barely does anything. I'm just gonna throw... Okay, so... Alright, we're gonna go ahead and just throw Sizzler out there. Hope he doesn't get put to sleep. Or wrapped. Depending on how long this episode is, like, I might end up just like post hoc, ad hoc, making it 2 episodes. We'll see. I mean, if it's only another 10 more minutes, it's probably not going to do that. But if it's like 20, 30 more minutes, I might just break it into 2 episodes. And just like mark it like the Rock Tunnel Part 1 or something like that. Rap is so annoying in this game. Cool, Sizzler turned to level 25. I mean, 3. Clefairy, Clefairy. Just go, Cash Money. Don't you even dare. Cool. Cash Money also leveled up. Cash Money is like a few levels away from evolving, but if I remember correctly, I was thinking about hanging off to like level 32 because I think 27 is when it evolves. I'm not gonna lie, it's been like a week or so since I last recorded. So if I remember correctly, I'm thinking that it's like it was like level 32 it learned Psychic or something like that, and then like I was like, I can have it learn Psychic, and I know where I can get a free Psychic. Ugh. This is gonna be really tragic if I like get knocked out at the end, and this is like the video ends because I get knocked out and then I gotta walk all the way back through here. But like I was saying, I think it was something kind of like that, like we're just gonna go all the way. It was something like that, like I'll have a free Psychic that I might be able to teach one of my like end game Pokemon, because Psychic is really good in this game. Like Confusion's already really good, but like Psychic is way better. That strat worked so well that we're going to try and do that one again. We're going to try and put it to sleep and Dream Eat again. Cool, cool, cool. What else you got? Bellsprout? I think, didn't Sizzler? Okay, he's still alive. Still alive. How can that be? Burn him. Poison powder. I think I still have one antidote, so that's not a big deal as long as he doesn't wrap me and knock me out. I almost like had a mini heart attack there when Rat popped up when I was saying that. Okay. Not full restore. Not cancel. Getting a little trigger happy with my buttons. And just so that we hopefully don't wipe out, I'm gonna just like heal everybody. I don't think I have an awakening, but I have a full restore. I'm not gonna wake up Yabrick. That might bite me in a minute, but like I'm fairly sure we're like right here at the exit. It just keeps on going. Ain't nobody got time for you, Geodude. I don't know if anybody else thinks this, but in this game, like, I always kind of thought like Geodude had like one of those like greaser kind of haircuts. Not quite a pompadour, but kind of looked like a pompadour. I don't know. I had a really vivid imagination as a kid, I guess. She got 3 Pokemans. Meowth. I think I'm gonna try and get Yabrick to wake up, because I know for a fact that there are like there are at least 2 hikers outside of the cave. And so like because of that, you know, having Bubble Beam on deck would be really nice. Oddish. Alright, go Sizzler. Pidgey. Just go all the way, Sizzler. We'll be eating some fried chicken tonight. Is there like an official Pokemon that's like a chicken? I've never looked into that, like, but like, I don't know. I don't know why there would be. I mean, other than like world building, but like, isn't Farfetch'd kind of like a quail? Pidgey's kind of like a Pidgey, you know, and then you have like Pelican and stuff, Pelibird, there's a seagull and there's like a pelican. Alright, this is the exit here, okay. Alright, so, I mean, that episode ran on pretty long. I'm not really, like, at this point, I'm not sure, but I might break this up into 2 episodes. We'll see. I appreciate you watching, especially if this is, like, as long as it is. Like, I really appreciate you sticking around to the end. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.